All right, guys, thank you for joining tonight. My name's Mollie Shambach. For those of you that don't know, I'm really excited to just jump on here with you tonight and really get back to the basics, right? I was just telling the group before we hit record, it's been a crazy couple of weeks. We've had a lot of people join in August. We had convention, we've had Labor Day weekend, we've had back to school. So it's been a little bit of a whirlwind. And so I want to make sure everybody has what they need to really hit the ground running. And what I want to do first off is really set the stage for what's happening right now. At convention in Salt Lake City 2 weeks ago, our owners, Mr. Jake Spencer on Friday, announced the most lucrative bonuses in the history of Q Sciences. You are absolutely in the right place at the right time. It is unprecedented what we're doing with the customer side, bonuses, payouts. Someone can literally join you today and their Christmas is going to look completely different, right? Their day-to-day budget, their week-to-week budget with this inflation and things that are going on in the world, everything's a little bit crazy. Cost of everything, gas, groceries, all the things. And so I want you to stop and think about, you literally came to Q Sciences by invitation only. Someone that cared about you reached out. You literally are sitting with this pot of gold. I hope you sit down every single day and think, who could I bless with this? And then when you go to reach out to them, think, they are so lucky I thought of them, because this could absolutely change the trajectory of their life. Christmas could be completely different at their house this year. So I want us to keep sight of where we are, that we just released the most lucrative bonuses. We're going into a crazy, crazy run. Jake got on Q News. If you were not on Q News last week, make sure you go on. It was the CEO call actually on Thursday, CEO call, and he laid out a schedule of what's coming down the next 6 months until convention. He told us dates to put on our calendar for product launches, promotion announcements, events that were happening, Q Friday. There's going to be a Halloween announcement. There's going to be something even just in a couple weeks later this month. We're going to have Christmas cash. And in January, there's going to be a brand new vertical. Okay. So if there's any doubt in your mind that you are in the right place at the right time and at a place where you can make massive impact, not only for your own family, but so many in your circle and in your community, like I hope that this kind of lights a fire and paints some vision for you. And I still want you to go back and listen to Jake because he's way better than I am. Okay, so let's start there. Now I want to share my screen and I want to walk through our launch document. Okay, guys, this business, all right, first of all, can you guys see my screen? Good. Okay, this business, and I'll zoom in and we'll walk through it. This business isn't always easy. You're going to have days where things just don't seem to be going your way and people aren't giving you the responses you wanted and it just feels hard. It's not always easy and nobody in Q will tell you it is. But it's simple. And if you keep it simple, I was literally on Zoom yesterday with one of Lauren's brand new business partners. And we talked about, if you stay laser focused, this woman is a full-time teacher. A lot of you on here have full-time jobs. And then you've got kids, and then you've got responsibilities in the evenings, and then you've got sports schedules, and then you've got all the things, right? A lot of you are balancing lots of plates, just like this woman I spoke with yesterday. But if you make sure that the moments you have to devote to Q are moments well spent, you can move the needle and you can make a big impact. So what does that look like? That looks like leveraging the system. Okay, so we talk about the system all the time and I just want to break it down. Some of you have seen this, some of you maybe haven't. In your first 30 to 90 days, okay? First 90 days, all you should be doing, let's go down to this system, is piquing people's interest and inviting. So what does that mean? When you start, you should, within the first 24 to 48 hours, get on a launch call with your sponsor and or one of their mentors. Okay. If that didn't happen for you, it's okay. I am here to tell you Brooke Lloyd was never launched and she's a Ruby leader here at Q. So it's okay, but we're going to walk through some of those basic skills that we want you to be able to teach your ambassadors, or we can help you teach your new ambassadors at their launch, right? We need them to understand how simple this is. Okay. So we lay this out on the launch. All you do for your first 30 to 90 days is pique people's interest and invite. So we have calls happening Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday nights, sometimes more, but you can plan on at least 2 to 3 calls a week. Okay. So all you do is reach out to people and say 2 things: why you thought of them and who you're working with. Okay. People in this business are asking themselves 3 questions. Does this make sense? Can I do it? Will somebody help me? So you're inviting them to a call where they're going to lay out the smart business that is Q Sciences, the timing right now, the momentum we're in, the product line, our owners, the simple systems, the business opportunity. They'll be able to ask themselves, does this make sense, right? Then they're wondering, can I do it? And can someone help me? So when you're reaching out to people, you're going to say, listen, Megan, I'm so excited. I recently started something new and I wanted you to hear it from me. I know that literally life has thrown all of us a curveball. The cost of everything's going up. And I don't know about you, but like we really were ear to the ground to come up with a way to earn some extra money. And so when I met my friend Sierra, I saw what she was doing and she was helping so many people build businesses online and make additional money for their family. Like I jumped all in and I just want you to see what we're doing and give me your opinion, right? There's a call tonight, 8:30. Do you have a few minutes to jump on and let me know your thoughts? Okay. So all you're doing is inviting. That looks like reach outs. That looks like posting on social media. You can't just post and pray though. So you're posting to cast a wider net. You're posting so that people know you're open for business. You're posting so that people see that you're consistently working your business and that you're excited about it, right? But the real power comes in those individual reach outs. The real power comes when they hear the excitement in your voice, right? If I reached out to you with a text and it was a busy day and you had a meeting with your boss and things didn't go quite right, a text is easy to get lost, right? Versus if I send you a message and I say, listen, Lauren, I don't know if you're open or not, but I know you and Chris are very business minded. And I recently connected with a woman who's a powerhouse in business. Her and her husband are homeschoolers, and now they're also helping thousands of people to build this online business. They've already helped 40 people hit 6- and 7-figure incomes, and hundreds make a monthly income. Would you be open to just taking a look at this and giving me your honest feedback on what we're doing? Right? Do you see what I did there? I was excited. I said why I wanted Lauren to look, and I said who I was going to connect her to. Okay. So it's not too late. We're going to do it in a minute to reach out and invite for Lauren and Kim's call tonight. It's not too late to reach out and invite for Brooke's call tomorrow. Okay. Once your friend gets on the QIQ and they watch it, then you reach back out and you say, hey, what did you think? Do you have any questions? What piqued your interest? What did you like? Notice you always spin those follow-up questions positive, right? You don't say, what did you think? You say, what piqued your interest? What did you like? Because that's going to push their brain to think of something positive. Okay. If you say, what did you think? Our brains tend to go negative. So you follow up. And when they start asking you lots of hard questions, you say, hey, listen, I just started 5 minutes ago. I've been working really closely with Amy, and I just always love her take on things. I love her perspective. Can I just put you into 3-way chat? And I just want to make sure that you get all the information you need to make the best decision for you and your family. Now, let me just tell you a little secret. This is the biggest step that's missed. Can I tell you why? Every single one of you are strong people. You're leaders. You're used to figuring it out yourself. You're used to doing it yourself. We're not all very good at asking for help, but this is not weakness. This is smart business when you leverage the power of our system in that way. Okay. I'm going to use Amy as an example. This girl, I mean, Jake says all the time, a new person that's excited is way better than a person who knows all the information, but they're not doing anything, right? So when you start, Amy was like telling everyone she loved the collagen, she loved the collagen, she loved the collagen. And they would get on a QIQ and they'd say, well, what about like, how do you earn money? Or what about something for gut health? And she'd be like, oh my goodness, I'm just so excited about the collagen. And I started 5 minutes ago, but let me put you in a chat with Mollie. And that woman got me in more chats. She just put me in 3-way chats and then we'd jump on Zoom and we'd talk. The goal was never for me to hard close them or talk them into anything. Amy can tell you, I've talked people out of it. I've said, you know what, just order some products. I don't think the business is a good fit for you right now. Let's get you some core and talk in 30 days. Just did it again last month. So our goal is not to hard close anyone. Our goal is to sort to say, give them all the information they need, answer all of their questions, and then decide, is Ambassador a good fit for them, or would they be better off to be a preferred customer, have an experience with the products, and kind of take it from there, okay? So all you're doing when you sit down to work is look at moving people through this process, okay? If you do not have this form, I highly recommend getting with your sponsor, messaging me, going in Brooke's legacy leadership chat and downloading it. Print out 10 copies. This is how I work my business. It's very simple. Okay. I sit down and I say, well, some of you are brand new, but who have I reached out to? Who have I been connecting to? Who can I invite for the call? And then it'll say, who do I need to like connect with a little more, see where they're at in life, you know? Maybe I haven't talked to them quite as recently. Maybe there's some people that I know, like maybe the gym owner in town, or I know that there was a new restaurant that opened in town, or I know that there's a new family that moved down the street. Who do you need to go introduce yourself to? If you have 4 new neighbors that you haven't met, go take them cookies or a Starbucks and introduce yourself. Okay. Because those people are going to be people that you're getting to know that maybe someday down the road, you would have an opportunity to share this with. And you never know how that could really bless them, right? Now, then you have the people that you're ready to invite and the people you're following up with, right? So if you know that you've done your peaks, you've done your invites, you have 5 people watch a call. Now your goal with those 5 people that have watched the call is to keep moving them through the system. Who's ready to get in a 3-way chat, right? Who needs to get on a Zoom call with your mentor to help figure out all of their answers to their questions, okay? Now, this is the fun part. Everybody grab a piece of paper and pen if you don't already have one. Amy's got it. Grab a piece of paper and pen, and I want you to just focus with me for just a couple minutes, okay? This business is a relationship business. This business is a people business. It's all about distribution. It's all about connecting and blessing people and solving problems for people. It's all about serving. This business is servant leadership, okay? So with your customers, you're looking at who can I serve? Who can I bless? Whose life can I change with these products? On the business side, you're saying, who can I serve? Who do I know? So I'm going to walk you through some categories, okay? And as I say these categories, I want you to write down no less than 3 names for each category. You know more people than you think. I promise you. You know more people than you think. So first of all, you ready? If you're just getting started, who are your ride or dies? Okay. If you opened a coffee shop downtown or a brick and mortar store or a gym in your hometown, who would you call to come to the soft opening? Who would you call to say, hey, like I wanted you to hear this before I post it on Facebook tomorrow. I want you to hear it from me. I'm so excited. I'm starting this new business. Who are those people? Right? That like, who, if they started a business and you found out on Facebook, you would be like, why didn't they tell me they were opening a coffee shop? Right? I would sample test the new coffee flavors. Like, who are those people? Okay. Who are the people that are business minded, right? Like they knew about Bitcoin before it was ever a thing. They are always the first one to know about stuff. Like they're always like, hey, have you heard about the latest and greatest, blah, blah, blah. They always have the intel. They always have the scoop. You know why? Because they have their ear to the ground. They're always listening. They're open. They're very open-minded, right? The most expensive thing you can own is a closed mind. They're open-minded. They're always looking. They're always open, right? They're always willing to give their opinion. They're always willing to take a look. Maybe they own a small business and COVID was kind of hard for them, right? Anyone that you know that owns a brick and mortar might not have been open to an additional stream of income a couple years ago, but now they're like, I know what it was like to have the rug pulled out from under me, and I shouldn't have all my eggs in one basket. And maybe this whole online business, because e-commerce is just the way of the world. If you weren't shopping online prior to 2020, you sure are now. So who are those people who maybe that was a little crazy, right? And so an additional stream of income just makes sense. Okay. Who are the people who have done this industry before? Let me tell you a little secret. Jake Spencer will tell you that this industry shifts every 2 to 3 years. 3 years is kind of the sweet spot. I've seen it happen. I've been in the industry 8 years. I saw people come in 2014, 15 and like blow up their businesses. People would hit high rank 6-figure incomes and be like, we're not sure what happened. We don't even know how we did that. It was just like this boom in the industry. And then 2017, 2018 hit and everything stalled out. And people, what was working before wasn't working anymore. And social media was starting to become a thing, and that was competing, and people were sick of hearing about, you know, the best protein powder ever, you know, like everyone was done with the best ever. People felt sold to that no longer worked. Things shifted. We started to hear about attraction marketing. Okay, you get the idea, right? Now with COVID, things shifted. So many network marketing companies, so many direct sales companies are struggling right now. I know of a couple that are on the verge of going out of business. And so during COVID, when everybody else shut down and kind of stopped and did not pivot, Q pivoted. Q was figuring out ways. We were jumping on Zoom every single week. We were doing small selective in-person events. We were carefully staying connected with our people and building solid. And 2020 was one of our strongest years. Okay. So my point in all of this is, if you know someone that was in this industry if they ever invited you to a clothing party or a purse party or a makeup party or a jewelry party, or tried to sell you Usborne books or a Pampered Chef party or an essential oil party, or any of those people, write them down. They're business minded. They understand what the industry can do. They might be open to taking a look. They might be open when you say, we're the fastest growing health and wellness brand online, and I'm working with one of the top industry leaders. Would just love for you to see what she's doing, see what we're doing together, and get your opinion, right? So write all those people down. Okay, now I want you to stop and think about the people who the last few months with gas prices and grocery prices, the cost of anything, traveling is hard, okay? Studies show that the average US family will need $5,200 in the next year to maintain the same lifestyle. Jake said at convention in Utah, it's like 9,500, over 9,000. So the whole 5,000 is definitely on the low end, right? That's a lot of money. If the people in your network, if the people in your circle did not get a $500 to $600 a month raise in the last couple months, then they're putting it on credit cards, or it's causing additional strain in their family. Okay, who are those people? Maybe they would have said no a couple years ago, but things are different. People are realizing we're in a different world and we have to pivot, right? Okay, who are those people who you just know in your soul, like, would see this and be like, this is smart business, right? They like are always doing all the things. They're organizing the baseball team. They coach. They're on the PTO at school. They run the homeschool co-op. They run the Bible study. They lead the women's group. They organize the field trips. They're the room moms. They take food to the neighbors when they're sick. They do all the youth activities, but whatever it is. Who are those people? Those people are going to see this, see the community, see the power of our system, those are the people that get it, right? Okay, now who are the people who need some more energy? They need some sleep. They need some hormone balance. They need some gut health. They've been working on their fitness and nutrition goals for 10 years and they need the community that is MyQFit, right? What about people who maybe stress and focus, motivation? I think, maybe this is bold to say, I don't know, but I would say everybody in some way, shape, or form was impacted, has a little bit of PTSD from 2020, from COVID, from everything that's happened in the last couple of years. It impacted us all in some way, physically, emotionally, spiritually, financially, whatever. We all see the world a little bit differently. We're all changed. We all feel a little bit more uncertainty about the world, right? And so I just want you to see, I want you to stop and think about the 5 F's, and this is the last category, the 5 F's, and think, who are people that value their faith, value their family, value relationships, value fitness, value their financial health and freedom? Who are those people? Write them down. They're going to love our culture. Who are the people who want that, but maybe they're struggling in one or more of those areas? People that want to grow in their faith. They want their marriage to be better. They wish they had deeper, more meaningful friendships. They wish they weren't living paycheck to paycheck. They want to lose 10 pounds or 50. They want to be in better shape. They have a goal of climbing a mountain. I don't know, whatever it is. They just need people that are going to push them to the next level. They just need people that have vision and passion that can scoop them up, people whose vision and passion is big enough for theirs to fit inside and for them to see that they can grow into the best version of themselves with the support of a healthy network. Okay? So put in the chat how many people you just wrote down. If you were tracking along with me, put in the chat how many people you just wrote down. Guys, this is the name of the game, okay? So literally every single couple days, for sure every week, I print a new one of these forms, and I am reaching out to new people. If you're just getting started, your list should be no less than 20 to 25 people, no less. Because here's the deal. You invite 20, 10 will say yes, 5 will actually get on the call, right? Of those 5, 2 of them are going to catch the vision and want to join you. Maybe a couple will be customers, okay? But it's a numbers game and you have to invite more than 5. You have to invite more than 2 to get 2 business partners, right? You have to invite more than 3 to get 3 customers. So my challenge to you, if you've been in the business for a while, okay, get this form every week, every month, whatever your pace is. There is no right or wrong pace, okay? If you're working this full-time, if you're working Q Sciences full-time or at least a strong part-time, you'll probably fill out one of these every single week. You're going to have 10 new people you're introducing yourself to, 10 new people you're relationship building with, 10 new people you're inviting, 10 people you're following up with every single week. If you're working this in the pockets of your time, if you're working this in your spare moments, you might do it once a month or once every other week. Your pace is not important as doing a little bit every single day, right? I don't care if you have 5 minutes or 5 hours, you need to be connecting with people. You need to be inviting people. You need to be always adding people to your funnel. You need to be always figuring out who are the next 10 people I'm going to reach out to all the time, right? You always have to, it's a people business. It's a distribution business. So you're always adding to that list. Okay. Like I said, if you've been around a while, maybe it's 10 a month. If you're working full time and you've been around a while, figure out what that number is for you, but do it every day. Okay. So if you have 5 minutes or 5 hours to work your business, the things you need to focus on are 1, continuing to invite peak post on Facebook, do invites. I have a thing, I have a promise to myself that I do not go to bed without connecting with at least 5 people, right? I try to do at least 2 to 3 invites and connecting with 2 or 3 more. Okay. Every single day. I don't care. Like today we had homeschool co-op all day long. I taught classes. I did all the things. Okay. I still had a few minutes I could sit down and do that. Right. So the other thing is, if you have ambassadors, if you have a team, helping them do the same thing, helping them to plug into the system, helping them to invite. Okay. So tonight, Kim and Lauren have their call at 8:30, and tomorrow night, Brooke's doing a call. Okay. So I want every single one of you, right now, I'm going to give you a reach out kind of sample. Now, I hesitate using the word script. I actually hate the word. I don't like the word script. I can give you some verbiage. I can give you ways to talk about Kim and Lauren, right? They're on here. They can add too if they want to. But the thing is, it needs to sound like you. It needs to be authentic to the way Amy would talk, authentic to the way Christina would talk, right? I have a lot of energy and a lot of passion, and I get really excited, right? If that's not your style and you try to send a message like me, people are going to be like, who hijacked JJ's phone and talked in that tone of voice? So I'm just picking on JJ because we're very different. She's more of a recruiter. She's a straight to the point. I love talking with her because I see the difference in our personalities, right? Whereas I see the big vision and I just want all of you to see it and be excited about it too, right? Okay, so Kim and Lauren have a call tonight. This is what I would say if I was reaching out to David, my friend David, to invite him to Kim and Lauren's call, okay? I would be like, JJ says, indeed. So I would say, hey, David, listen, I loved connecting with you at the barbecue last weekend. And I just keep thinking about what you said about just not feeling super fulfilled in your job. And I just keep thinking, I have some people I would love for you to meet. Like, I don't know if you're open or not, but my friend Kim and Lauren, they have both like started this online company. They've built this business. They just started a couple months ago and they're already having a huge impact. They've built a huge online business. They're helping me and so many other people do the same thing. Would you be open to just jumping on tonight at 8:30, just listening to their story and giving me your honest feedback? I value your opinion. It would mean a lot to me. So I'm telling David why I thought of him. I thought of him because I know life's kind of crazy. He's not loving his job. Maybe you thought of him because you really value their opinion in health and wellness. Maybe you thought of them. I know Lauren thought of her friend Bonnie because she is business minded and she's a go-getter and she gets things done and she loves people and she loves to serve. And oh, by the way, some extra money would be nice because life is crazy, right? So tell them for real why you thought of them. Like, be authentic. If you love their work ethic, if you love their passion, if you love how they serve others, if you love, if you know they've done this industry in the past and you've watched them have success and you just want to get their opinion on it, if you know they're into health and wellness, whatever their reason, right? Tell them why you thought of them and then tell them who you want to connect them to. So David, I would love for you to meet my friends Kim and Lauren. Like, they are business minded. They saw what Q had and they have literally taken and run with it in just the last 4 months. They're already making a huge impact and helping people just like me get started and run with this. They're doing a call tonight at 8:30. Would love for you to just jump on. Listen, it'll be 30 minutes. You can be a fly on the wall. You don't even have to turn on your camera. Would you jump on and just give me your honest feedback? Okay, that's authentic. It feels real. You're excited. When in doubt, always send a voice message. Pick up the phone and call them. They need to hear your excitement. Okay. If I typed in the chat how much I thought, how much I liked Kim and Lauren, you guys would maybe see it or maybe you wouldn't. But if I'm telling you and I'm excited about it and telling you why they are worth 30 minutes of your time, like you've got to hear what these women have to say. Like, I'd just love to get your opinion. I know you'll resonate with their energy. I know you'll like if you see what I saw, like, whoa, we could do big things together. I like that line too. Like, if you see what I saw, I don't know if you're open, but if you see what I saw, we could do big things together here. Okay, so I'm going to set the timer. You have 4 minutes. You need to send out at least 2 invites. Okay, once you send out an invite, put in the chat, like, first one done, or invited Sally, or whatever. I'm actually going to give you 5 minutes. Do at least 2. I'm going to set the timer for 5 minutes. I'm going to do it too. So I'm going to mute myself. I'm going to set the timer for 5 minutes. And send your reach outs. All right, guys. Okay, here's the deal. How'd that go? Does anybody else have somebody they want to invite and they're not sure what to say? You can put that in the chat. But what I really want to impress upon you right now is that is how simple this is. Is it always easy? No. Does it force you to step out of your comfort zone to talk to that next person? For sure. But it's simple. It's simple. It's a distribution game. It's simple. It's servant leadership. Who can I help? Who can I serve? Who can I bless? Okay. Now, if you are brand new or you have someone that's brand new, your goal is to help them do this. Okay. If you have a brand new ambassador on your team, if you are a brand new ambassador on this team, you are a baby, you are an infant, lean into what we're doing. Reach out to your mentor. If you have people, reach to your people and help them send out these messages. Help them, tell them how to be excited. Tell them how to edify their leaders that are doing the call. Tell them to do voice messages, right? Get them in three-way chats with your mentor if you need support. Your goal is to help them get their two people. There are a lot of bonuses on the line in September, a lot, okay? And so people that joined in August have massive 1, 2, 3 bonuses, good through the end of September. We want to help every single person who has trusted us with their why to get those bonuses, okay? So I loved what Tara said at convention. She said, you go to your people and you say, do you know anyone that wants to get 3 customers and earn a weekly paycheck? Especially people that are brand new, maybe building a team sounds scary, but do you know anyone that wants to get 3 customers and earn a weekly paycheck? Right? Then you're going to be sharing those 150 packs. Genius. Thank you, Mama Kelly Allred, for coming up with that plan, right? You get 2 people to get a 150 pack. You automatically hit builder. You help them get 2 people to get a 150 pack. You automatically hit pro. I mean, the numbers work. Oh, yes, Kim. Do you know anyone that wants to get 3 customers and earn a weekly paycheck? I think that sounds very undaunting, right? It's not, do you want to build a team? Do you want to be a leader? Do you want to sign up a bunch of business partners? Like that can be terrifying for people who have never done this before. But if I said to you, do you know anyone that wants to get 3 customers and earn a weekly paycheck? Okay, one more thing that I want to say, a couple more things. First is when Lauren and I were launching her new business partner yesterday. And I said, listen, in your first 30, 60, 90 days, all you do is stay in that system of piquing people's interest, getting them exposed. That's all you do. Whoever learns the skill of inviting, which includes edifying, right? Those people are going to win at this business. That is the number 1 skill. We teach it to you first. If you master that skill, you will succeed in this business. If you help your people master that skill, you'll succeed to the next level in this business. Okay. So there's 2 pieces to that. There's piquing interest. You're excited, and there's edifying. Okay. I think edifying is something we don't talk about enough. And I want to give you an example. Okay. So, when I was personally looking at Q, my sponsor said, she reached out to me and she said, so I'd really like you to talk to Brooke. I guess she's like a leader here. Okay. I got on the call with Brooke like this. To me, a leader here meant someone's going to try to talk me into something. They're not about to hard close me on anything. And I came in so closed off. Brooke had to like talk me like off the cliff to open up and even be able to have a conversation. And that took about an hour. My sponsor had not set Brooke up for success. She didn't edify her to me. She said, this leader here, and Brooke was coming in like the bad guy. And I had all my defenses up. Okay. Versus what if I said to you, listen, I am so grateful, so blessed. I literally work with one of the top leaders in this business. She's actually a top leader in the industry. Not only does she sit on our top council, work directly with our president and CEO, she's helped over 40 families build 6 and 7 figure incomes just in the last year. It has been massive for me and my team. It's opened doors for not just me, but for them too. But guys, she's also a homeschool mom of 5. Like, she is just relatable, down to earth. She's been not only a mentor, but a friend. And I just think you would totally connect with her. She's doing a call tomorrow at 8 o'clock. It's really special. She doesn't do this a lot, but if I could get you a seat, if I could save you a seat, would you be available to 8 o'clock? It'll be 30 minutes. Would love for you to just see what we're doing and give me your opinion. Okay. Do you see the difference? Now I'm like, okay, wait, when is it? Tell me the time. I'm going to put an alarm. I'm going to put a reminder. I'll be there and I'll listen and I'll have my notebook and pen. You have to edify the person you're inviting to. Okay. It's like, if edification's new to you, you do it all the time. You just don't realize it. Okay. What if you were looking for a realtor? Okay. And they were like, hey, you should check out the realtor in town. Like, I really like their sign. And like, I think the colors of their chairs, they're like really comfortable in the waiting room. And you're like, okay, like, I don't even know, whatever. Or if they said, listen, you've got to talk to Kim. She is like the top realtor in the state of Texas, specifically in Austin. And like, she closes 95% of her deals over ask price. Like, she's incredible, like literally the one to know in real estate. Okay, which office are you calling? Like, when office A, when you go talk to office A, you're like, okay, like, is what they're telling me true? Like, are they pitching me a deal? Like, can I believe what they say? They have no credibility other than they know how to pick out comfy chairs, right? Like, you're going in with a healthy dose of skepticism, versus when you call Kim, like top realtor in Austin, like, you hang on to her every word. If she says paint the wall purple, you paint the wall purple. If she says put the end stand over here, you put the end stand over there. If she says your pictures are too dark, you retake them. Like, you're there hanging on to her every word. And that's what you have to do, because if you talk about Kim and Lauren to the people you're inviting, if you edify them to the point that your person is getting on that call, they've set their alarm, they're on 3 minutes early, they've got their pen and paper and they're listening, versus somebody who just is getting on with some random leader, has an earbud in, doing the dishes, bathing their child, and talking to their husband all at the same time. You know, the power of edification. Kelly Allred said at, let's see, Bronze Academy in February. Most of you, I'm looking through, Christina, I think was the only one that was there. And maybe not even at Bronze Academy. Okay. So, Kelly Allred said, if you want to build a good business, you edify good. If you want to build an incredible business, you edify incredible. She basically said your business will scale with the level that you can edify your leaders. People want to know who you know, not what you know. So in that vein, we have kind of put together a call schedule, like for our team, where you know, I'm going to do a call at the beginning of the week. Kim, Lauren, I know Tori's been presenting, Sierra. We're going to have a call schedule that all filters into Brooke doing one towards the end of the week. Okay. So Brooke is doing a call tomorrow night. Before you go to bed tonight, you make a list of everybody that you want to connect into that call. Brooke's calls are perfect for second or third touches, right? If they've been on one of my calls, if they've been on Tori's call, Kim, Lauren, if they watched a recording, I don't even care if it was one Brooke did. If they've had any, maybe they watched the YQY now, maybe you send them the comp plan. Anybody, maybe you gave them a sample one time, you know, anybody you've ever connected with, put them on the list. Okay. If they're in the follow-up cycle, put them on the list. If they, you can invite new people also, but if they've seen Q, especially, you can just edify like the crap out of Brooke. Like, it needs to be, I'm going to give you, I think most of you know how to edify Brooke. You've all had the opportunity to work closely with her, but think about the person you're talking to, right? You're not going to say all of these things, but you need to edify her in a way that's connecting with the person you're inviting. And you're going to say something like, hey, I know we've talked about this Q thing before, but like, I just had to follow up with you because I have a really great opportunity. I literally work with one of the top leaders, and I know you've probably heard me talk about Brooke before, but it's, if you know anything about sales or this industry, like, it matters who you work with, and having access to someone who literally works directly with the president and CEO, sits on our top council. not only is she a top leader in Q, but she's an industry-wide leader. The fact that she's doing a call tomorrow night for my team is such an honor. And I would just love for you to really hear what we're doing together directly from her. Like, this woman is the one to know in business. And I promise you, I don't know if you'll see what I saw, but like, it will be worth 30 minutes of your time. I know you're business minded and would just love to get your thoughts on what we're doing. Okay. So you need to help them understand it's an honor to work with her, right? Brooke is working in this pocket right now. Eventually she will go to another leg of her business. Okay, we have this time, we have this moment where we need to capitalize on, and you need to paint that picture for the people you're reaching out to. What a huge opportunity it is. If they're interested at all, they really should jump on, right? Edify her and funnel everybody into that call. Okay. Okay. Brooke has her call in like 5 minutes. So I just want to say, if you are executive and above, make sure you are in Brooke's legacy leadership chat. She is doing special upper leadership training on Wednesday nights moving forward. Okay. This is like, you've hit executive and you want to take this to the next level, right? You want like 6-figure income. You want to know what it takes. Let me tell you something. We're going to teach you the skills. I felt so empowered when I realized that I was learning skills that were relevant in the industry that I could teach my people. Okay. So make sure you're in that group. Message me if you're not. If you're not executive yet, I hope this lights a fire in you, because again, this is really special to have this proximity and have this kind of training. Okay. Does anybody have any questions before we sign off? It's already 5 till 7. Comments, thoughts, things they'd like to add?
Thank you, Molly. This was great.
Okay. You're welcome to share this. If you have people that have joined, I'm going to stop the recording.